Oh, well, hi to hello. Hi to hello, my friends. Lester here, and I am not trying to make a fashion statement. You do not come to this channel to see a guy trying to make a fashion statement. That is for darn sure. I wear what is warm, cozy, comfy, and all of those things. Welcome to the JL Ranch North. I bet there's a lot of you who are about sick and tired of seeing this ranch property, and you would so much rather go back to the littles and the middles over at the JL South. I get it, y'all, I get it. But you have to understand that there's a lot going on right now, and there are some people who have preferences different than yours. There's also a whole lot going on with the fact that I'm trying to assimilate, I think is the right word, you guys helped me with that recently, this bull to these, his friends, his lifelong and forever friends here at the JL Ranch North. This is in fact his forever home. Friends, tonight, I'll say it again, and I'll remind you, and moderators help me out. Tonight I will go live. Tonight, though, I would say around 8 o'clock my time. I will go live because I have a whole lot of questions to answer. And I'm seeing more and more questions come up. But what I want to do is I want to go live on all of my channels, on all 4 of the channels, to answer those questions at the same time, instead of answering them one at a time here and there, because people are missing. People are missing the questions. They're missing the answers, I'm sorry. And I'm just looking around for a minute. Give me a moment to look around a little bit. So, hey, big guy. Hi, buddy. How's it going today? You good? Everything good? Hey, Chucky. Hi, buddy. I know the Muffin Man is here. The Muffin Man is here. Hey, sweetie. The Muffin Man is here, baby. The Muffin Man is here to love on you, sweetie. You still eating your breakfast from this morning? Hey, Chuckies. Okay. So what I was saying is, boy, it's a wet mess, ain't it, y'all? It is a wet mess here. But, all right, so I'm glad that you're all, yeah, there's text. Okay, good. Today we're going to be doing something that has been in the plans, has been in the works. Not real sure of when would be the best time to do it, but I do think that today will be the day we go ahead and get this thing knocked out. And I'm not going to waste time answering a whole lot of questions that I'm going to have to repeat tonight. So like I said, tonight I will be answering a whole lot of your questions. Let me put these up. It actually could rain again. And if it does, I do not want it to get the truck wet. All right, my friends, what we're going to do today is something that we had planned on doing for a while, but I just wasn't sure the best timing of it. And I do feel like the way things are progressing, today might be the best day to go ahead and do it. But I'm going to go ahead and give you word of warning. I'm going to give you the warning right now. What we do on this channel is we will bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly of farm life. And in this case, ranch life. And not every day is pretty. And today will be some things that not some of you will be able to handle, and you will not want to watch. So with the audience we have right now, and with you all as my witnesses, I'm telling you, if you cannot handle what you're about to see, and you're not going to see a Walt Disney production, friends. You're not going to see a Walt Disney production. That's not what we do here. And in fact, I'm so sorry to inform you, but life is not a Walt Disney production. All right, it's not. Life is real. And what our goal is to do is to get Chuck to be able to eventually, y'all give me one moment. What our goal is to try to get Chuck eventually to work himself into our bull pasture. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk and work and do all that at the same time, and video and all those things. So y'all just bear with me for a moment, okay? What we're trying to do is get Chuck to assimilate himself to the property. And that means we want Chuck to learn to coexist with all of the other animals, especially the cows, because Chuck is in fact a cow, yet he's never in his lifetime had a chance to experience cows. Now, we have one set of cows that Chuck cannot be exposed to because we have heifers over here, heifers being young females who have never been bred. And we do have a few, I'm sorry, they've never given birth. And I think that we have at least 2, maybe 3, who have never even been bred. And so in saying so, this pasture is not a place that Chuck can go because Waylon, who is the bull of these young ladies, the bull, their man, he in fact would fight to the death to protect and defend them because of the fact that that's just the way nature works. Now, on the contrary, Tex, our bull out back, the OG, has a group of ladies who have already had their calves, and they've already been bred this second time. So they are all with child in tow, if you will, right now. So today what we're going to do is we're going to move Chuck out back with Tex and all of the ladies and those calves. Now, if you want to go scream and holler and pull out your purple hair, oh, I love saying that. I don't know why I love saying that. Then you should probably go do that elsewhere. Okay, because that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see how it goes. Now, I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen to prepare you for what to expect. What you're going to see is Chuck and Tex are going to clack horns. It may be a little bit rough to watch. It may be a little bit hard to watch, but they're going to bump horns. They're going to bump heads. They're going to pop each other a couple of times back and forth. Tex will take his horns that are wide and he'll do like right and left hooks. And he will in fact hook Chuck and turn Chuck left and right. Chuck, who's more of a top heavy, well, Chuck is heavy in general. Chuck will fight back, but within a couple of minutes, it will all be over. Within a couple of minutes, it will all be over. Now, you're saying, Lester, why must you do that? Why must you do that? Friends, I'm sorry to let you know, but the medication that Chuck has been prescribed has now worn itself off, and Chuck is in fact getting back to being a little bit more aggressive than what he was during the last couple of weeks that you saw him all. And what I'm not going to have, what we cannot have, is Chuck starting to push around on our horses. And I saw it a little bit yesterday. I saw it a little bit on Saturday. I didn't really want to talk about it. But this morning on our live, I think that you all saw for yourself, Chuck come up and give Roman a nice push in the tush, a tush push. And we're not going to risk having our rescue horses injured. We're not going to do that. So I'm also considering, well, I mean, I know the other thing that you're going to say, just lock them away, just lock them away in the lot, just lock them away in that, in the lot there, in the Chuck stop for however long. Well, no matter what, in the Chuck stop or not, whenever he finally comes out after his castration, he's still going to have to bump heads with both Tex and Waylon. That part's not going to change, friends. That part is not going to change. So what I'm telling you all right now is this may not be the kind of video that you want to watch, but I'm starting to see some things in Chuck that I really hadn't noticed when he was still inside of the lot. But now that he's been out, he's been pacing the fence lines. He's been moaning a certain and particular sound that bulls make. And he's going to come out back today with all of our cows here. And he and Tex will, in fact, clack horns. They'll bump heads a little bit. And then it's going to be over. And hopefully by tonight, we will see a very happy herd of cows, which will include Chuck, who will be here in the back pasture tonight, and we'll get our horses back where they belong. Now, friends, you're welcome to comment all you want to, but I'm not reading a darn thing right now. It's not my intent to entertain you. It is not my intent right now to entertain you. My only intent is to try to go ahead and continue this integration of our cows. And like I said, the only reason that Chuck can come here and not up front is because we have cows up front who have not been bred. And we do not want Chuck to integrate that way with our cows because we have a pure breed herd where our cows are purebred and they don't have Jersey in them. And Chuck is, in fact, mostly Jersey as far as his cow type. It's a lot of Jersey. You can tell by the horns. You can tell by the markings. Now, I've heard that Chuck may also have some Angus, but most of his markings show Jersey. I bet you if someone was to ever run a DNA type on him, you would discover that he's probably mostly Jersey. So no one really knows because I don't think they've ever done DNA. I think that, but he's more than likely a mixed breed. Anywho, all right, so once again, this is the moment that you all can go grab yourself a cup of coffee and just go watch The Days of Our Lives or One Life to Live or whatever other TV daytime drama you watch. Jerry Springer, Oprah Winfrey, The Ellen Show, or whatever. Wheel of Fortune, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is take Rita and Roman. I'm going to move them out of this pasture. I'm going to walk them up to the gladiator pasture where they will be out of the way. And at that point, I will open up the fencing so that Chuck can go out back or these cows can come up front. I don't care where this interaction happens, up front or out back, but I do not want our horses around it. And I will say again, this is a very natural process. We knew it was going to have to happen. We weren't exactly sure of the timeline, but I realized when Chuck got out of the trailer and I saw how much strength and how powerful of a bull he is and how strong he is, and then over these last 48 hours observing him walking around the pastures, testing my fences, moaning, screaming, you know, trying to find out more about the friends he has here, we knew this day was going to have to happen sooner instead of later. If I continue to leave him out, he's going to eventually start pushing on my fences, trying to get out anyway. Look at those two grooming each other. They're saying, great, this is a wonderful day for us. This is amazing. We got our pasture back. I love you and you love me. We're a happy family with a scratch, scratch here and a scratchy, scratchy there. Oh, that makes no sense at all. That was not very Longhorn Lestrish. But I love when I watch the horses groom each other. That's a really wonderful thing to watch. Guys, Roman and Rita are both very happy and they're doing wonderful. But the question mark right now is, how will Chuck do in the pasture with the other cows? Now, there's nothing immoral, there's nothing illegal, there's nothing unethical. This is farm and ranch life. It doesn't matter who you ask. If you've ever been around your uncle's farm or your grandpa's farm, or if you have a farm, you watch it with goats, you watch it with cats and dogs, you watch it. Here I go again. You can watch it happen with people at church, y'all. Who gets to go eat with the pastor? Which of the deacons or more who spend more time in with the pastor? Which of the secretaries hang out more with the pastor? It happens at church, is what I'm trying to say. It happens at work. It happens on the schoolyard. Hierarchies and pecking orders are always established. That's just something that's been around for as long as. And so today we're going to go ahead and let Chuck out. And then we will go ahead and let that all be established. And once it's over, the good news is it'll be over forever. It'll be over forever. Before any of these girls start having their babies, which you should be in around September, and before anyone else starts coming back into heat, by then we will have a chance to have our appointment at A&M and get Mr. Chuck castrated. But I will say again, I think it's very unfair to leave him in those closed quarters trying to wait for that appointment to open up for us. All right? And at the same time, he's been here with these gladiators, with this Roman and Rita for a little bit. But you saw this morning that he even took a little bit of a swipe at Roman and ran Roman off of his food. Roman is a very old and retired horse who belonged to the Amish. He was an Amish workhorse. He's a rescue. He has lived a very long and difficult life. And it's not fair to Roman to have to end up continuing to live a long and dangerous life, having to fight for his way around and fight for his lady when he's already been retired. So we're going to do this. And like I said, I have 10, 15, 20 reasons why I'm doing it. I just wish I probably could have done it in a little bit different timeliness, a little bit different timing. But it is what it is. It's going to happen today. So first things first, I will go get some feed. And I will drop feed off so that all the animals can start eating. And then at that point, I will go put a halter around Rita. I will lead her out of this pasture and take her over to the gladiators. Roman will follow. Actually, I might just move Rita and Roman here to the red barn. I can put them in the red barn. Well, they'll be fine over here. That will be a little bit easier than moving them to the gladiators up front. And then at that point, I will open the gate and let Chuck intermingle with the cows out back. All right, so someone just screamed, "Regulators, mount up." That's funny. I don't think necessarily that people from Longhorn Lester's channel are going to have an issue with this, because you've been with me for a couple of years and you know how much I love my animals, but I also know that we have to let nature play its course, and that sometimes is not real pretty to watch. And then all I want to do is address the one lady who just says that this guy will do anything for content. Sweet lady, I would like you to take a couple of minutes and look at my channels. If you go look at my channels, this is on YouTube only. I have made 3,200 videos on one channel. I've made 1,600 on the other channel. That does not include shorts, those little short, tiny videos. It does not include live videos. Those are long, full-length videos. And I'm blessed to say that I don't need to look for content. I'm not trying to brag. I could stare at that truck for 12 minutes and make a video. So I don't need content. Content is all around me. I'm the guy that walks around with one hand on my phone and one hand off so that I can go ahead and just grab that content as it happens. What I call it is hustle. I work. I'm not the kind of guy that takes 2 or 3 days off between making my videos. I'm the guy that just makes videos. And I have for years. I'm just curious. Can someone do some math for me real fast? Here's some math. Take 5,000 videos and divide that by 365 days in a year. If you watched one video a day, how many years would you have of video content? So let's just take 5,000 videos and you watch one a day. And they're always at least 10, 12, 15 minutes long. How many years of videos would you have to watch? 137? That can't be right. 14 years of that, guys. I think that has to be the wrong calculation. That has to be the wrong calculation. I can't use my calculator and my phone at the same time. But what I'm saying is, if I have close to 5,000 videos and you watched one video a day, how many days would you be able to watch? Well, that would be easy. That would be 5,000 days. Never mind. Okay, let me answer another question right fast. This is one that I had people screaming at me. My God. I'm going to set this feed down here on the ground and show you something. Can you all look at the feed and the picture on the feed? Can you all see what I'm looking at? And then I'm going to go down a little bit further. Can you all read that out loud? Can y'all see that? All right. I don't know if I've ever seen as many people argue as they did today when they were screaming at me that you cannot feed cows and horses the same kind of feed. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't want to embarrass you. That's not my intention. I'm not trying to embarrass you, okay? But yes, there are feeds that you can feed to your cows, horses, and even goats, y'all. I'm so embarrassed that the channel has to fight over such ridiculous stuff. All right, but there you have it. There you have it, y'all. Read it for yourself. It's, oh my golly, gee whizzers. So what I would just ask is that you don't fight and argue. There's no reason to fight and argue. There's not. I don't think there's a reason to fight and argue. Now, are there some feeds that we would not want our horses to eat on? Absolutely. You know which ones? The feed buggies. You see our feed buggies? Is there anybody who would like to answer why we cannot or should not let our horses eat on the feed buggies? Because I bet you people know that. Why would we not want, look at this, watch Chucky running the horses around. Why would we not want cows? And yes, the salt. Thank you so much. You're so good. All of the salt in that feed can get them colicky. And you don't want to have colicky horses. That could be dangerous and even, I think, deathly. Guys, I'm going to flip my camera around and you're going to see me in my ridiculous outfit. I was not trying to make any kind of a fashion statement today. I just put on some clothes that felt warmish. Yeah, that salt limiter can help. It'll stop the cows from eating. But the horses are going to keep at it. and they're not going to stop. Okay, how are we going to do this? So let's see how we're going to do this. My hands, what I have on my hands, that's from the muffins. That's from the muffins. I just now grabbed some muffins and put the muffins into my container there. So what I got to do now is grab my side-by-side. You guys just bear with me for a moment, please. I will open this gate. Let's not move all that tractor and stuff. Let's just go ahead and take them up front. But my only worry is, are the gladiators going to come running over there? And am I going to end up having gladiators run out? Golly gee. I know what you're saying. Lester, get a move on. I'm on my lunch break. Guys, you can always watch this later. You don't have to watch it now if you're on your lunch break or if your boss is looking over your shoulder. But I have to make sure I do this right. I get one shot at this, okay? Lester gets one shot at this, okay? And one shot only. And I have to do it right. And so what I'm looking out for is the well-being of Rita and Roman. I'm looking out for the well-being of my gladiators. I don't want animals running down the lane towards the road. I want to make sure that I keep Chuck inside the pasture, even though if Chuck comes out, that might not be so bad because he can always walk in over here. And that might be the best thing to do. Let Chuck just come right out of that pasture and walk into the other. But my worry is, will all of those cows come running out of that pasture into my yard area? And if they do that, they could end up fighting around the RV, fighting around my water pipe. So I would be wise to keep the animals in pasture. So just give me a moment here. I'm going to get it all figured out. And then I will take the time to remind you all that I'm not reading any comments. So if you're screaming at me, I don't hear you. I'll also remind you that there's so many awesome channels that would love you to come watch them, where they thrive on screaming and hollering. They thrive on folks who scream and holler. They do. They love folks to scream and holler and yell. They love controversy. Yeah, we're not one of those channels, though. We try as hard as we can to have a little bit of a peace and a utopia. I'm going to move my truck in front of that drive just in case anybody gets out. No one can ever get out. Yes, when I do get excited, I talk fast. I also breathe through my mouth a lot. I never took voice lessons on how to sing, so I cannot carry a tune. But I do have the joy in my heart. I have joy in my heart. And in saying so, I will sometimes make a joyful noise unto the Lord. And so if you don't like my joyful noises that I make unto the Lord, well, that's on you. These are my joyful noises, and I'm going to keep on making them. So this pretty muddy out here, actually. Pretty darn muddy. I'm trying to I don't want to put a bunch of ruts in my grass is what I don't want to do. Not across my yard area. Oh, I have to address the one lady. Look at all the ruts I'm putting. Look at all the ruts. Gosh darn it, Lester Eugene Morrow Jr. Gosh darn it. I got the joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy. Oh, look at my yard. To that lady this morning who I didn't actually tell her to kick rocks barefoot, but in a way I did. She wanted y'all to all notice something, and she just would not let it go. She says, has anyone else noticed that ever since Lester took on this new bull. He has yet to work with Rita. Poor Rita. How sad. Guys, look at my yard. This is where I normally work with Rita. Did you want me to work with Rita in all of this? Is that what you want me to do? So what's funny about that particular lady, so that's where I park my truck so the cows and horses cannot get out, just in case. Just in case it cannot go out that way. So what I was thinking was, hey Rita, how about you and Roman just get out in the yard? How about we let Rita and Roman in the yard, because there's no T-post, and even if that riffraff comes over here, there's no T-post. That would be a wonderful idea. That would be the fastest thing to do, if we can hurry before Chuck gets over here. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. Hurry, Rita. I got the joy of Jesus in my heart. Oh no, here comes Chucky. All right, come on, you guys. Come on out. And I'm so happy, so very happy, that I got the joy of Jesus in my heart. Chuck's like, wait for me, friends. Hey, Daddy, hold on. You forgot about me. Dad, you forgot me, Dad. Dad, you forgot that I'm a friend of Rita and Roman. I didn't forget. I'll be right back, I promise. Let me open this red barn, and they may just go inside on their own. And I say that because they may think there's food in there for them. Oh yeah, so the lady. Listen to this, y'all. The lady has a YouTube name that's very easily identifiable. Easy. She has a YouTube name that's very, very identifiable. And so I recognize her on all of the different channels. Come on, big guy, come here, come here. I recognize her name on all of the channels, and she hates me. She hates me. She's always hated me. Rita, you're on the wrong side. Rita, come in here. Roman, here. Rita, the gate's getting closed. Bernadette, you need to move, sweetie. Rita, come inside here. Don't be a goofy. Come here. Look, here's the, Rita, come to me. Come to me. Now turn around this gate. Right there, that's a good girl. Okay. Let me move the string. Hold on, sir. Here. I'm going to give y'all a couple of muffins to mess around with. Here, look. Now, I want y'all to be sweet in there, okay? Can y'all just be sweet for a little bit? And then do not eat too much of that green hay. I'm going to probably have to move some of these strings so they don't end up getting some strings caught in the throat. Don't mess with that kitty cat, Roman. All right, so now Rita and Roman are fine. They have a little bit of green hay they can nibble on. There's water in here, not to worry. Bernadette, it's not time for you to eat, sweetie. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, y'all give me a moment here, please. And I'm so happy, so very happy. Guys, I'm gonna need two hands, I'm afraid. I got the joy of Jesus in my heart. No, so I told the lady, she ends up sending, so she's like my biggest critic. On every channel, she hates me. Just hates me. But on my channel, she acts like she just loves me, and she loves all. Rita, those are my muffins. I forgot my muffins inside there. Roman, y'all just hold on. Just stay right where you're at. I'm going to go get y'all some food. I already got it poured. Just stay right there. I'll be right back. Don't knock this gate open. My latch popped off. What I need is a decent latching system. And I've never installed one because I never thought I really needed one on my red barn. Well, come to find out, maybe I do. come to find out, maybe I do. And I never installed one. All right, so there's no way that neither Roman or Rita can overeat on that green hay for the few minutes they're gonna be in there. So don't worry about that. And I'm gonna take them some feed over anyway. So y'all just hold on. All right. So yeah, so that lady goes to every page and she talks mess about me. And then comes to my page and acts like she's all on board with everything that I'm trying to do. And that just kind of bothered me. And then today of all days, she screams at me. She screams out, really at you. And she goes, I will no longer watch a channel where a man has completely given up on working with this horse. That would be Rita, back up. He no longer works with this horse because he's too invested in taking on animals, other animals. What I have over here in this back corner are some feed buckets. Now, I don't want to get pinned into a corner. Roman, could you just hold on for a second, buddy? Here. There's one right there. Rita, y'all going to be sweet, and y'all going to get along. And I do not want to be pinned into a corner over here. Nobody pins daddy baby into a corner. Nobody needs to pin daddy into a corner. I'm trying to beat the grass out of this container. Here we go. Over here, Rita. Come here, sweetie. Over here, sweet Rita. Come over here, baby. Look. That's a little bit muddy, but you're fine, okay? I think you can handle a little bit of... There's probably a cleaner container right there, darn it. A little food bowl. And if they do want some green hay, they got some right here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go get that little job done. Y'all ready? Okay. Remember, friends, I was real clear with what I told you. If this kind of thing is not for you, then hold on. I'm going to put you guys face down for a minute. So what I said was, if this kind of thing is not for you, then you should probably go find yourself a channel that is more conducive to your type of lifestyle. Hey, here's a fun trivia question while we're waiting. How many people can name the numbers? How many followers did my page lose the day that I proclaimed my disgust of the looters and the rioters? Y'all remember that video? How many people did my page lose the day that I had to proclaim my disgust for all of the looters and rioters? And then the fun part of this exact same question is, how many followers did my page gain on that exact same day? And I have a point I'm going to try to make with this. I do have a point that I'm going to try to make. Once again, who remembers how many followers my page lost? Back up, buddy. How many people remember how many followers my page lost on that day? And then how many did it gain on that exact same day? All right, so there's some people that actually remember this. I'm shocked y'all remember this. So let me give a little bit of a backstory to all those who don't know the story. All right, I'm not trying to chase you. I'm not trying to run you. You don't have to run. Easy, easy, buddy. Don't run. I don't want you to run. Don't be nervous. This is back during, I think, at one of America's lowest times, when there were so many cities that were on fire, and there was looting, and there was rioting, and it was a mess, friends. You guys remember the days. It was just a mess. It was a mess. And it seemed like, oh no, look what's happened to the Lester cutout. Oh no, who did that? Did you do that, buddy? I bet you did that, didn't you? That was during the days with all the looting and rioting. And I come right out. Gosh darn it, guys, don't worry. That was the one that was all tore up. I did save the other one. I have the other one saved. So one of them is still good. Only one of them is messed up. All right? Well, I mean, come on. Y'all knew it wouldn't last forever. Y'all knew it couldn't last forever, right? So the day that I got on some ass and I let all of the people on my channel know that we are not the kind of channel who will ever promote all of that looting and rioting and burning people's businesses down to the ground. That was the day that Lester lost 2,000 people. Yeah, I lost myself 2,000 people on my channel. 2,000. But guess what? I gained 20,000 on the same day. It's because people had gotten so hung up in thinking they had to bend the knee to the BLM. They had to bend the knee to all of the different groups that were screaming and shouting and pulling out their purple hair. They had to bend the knee for the cancel cultures. And I says, I'm not going to bend my knee to that nonsense. This is America. And I love this country, and I will not sit here and have a platform and have a voice and watch our country be burnt to the ground and see businesses looted and riots. And so I said, hey, we do not, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary does not promote this. We do not condone this. All right, here we go. And I says, I am a huge... Anyway, I forgot exactly how it all worked out. I don't remember my exact word choices. But I'll tell you what, it was a wild day on social media. It was a wild day on social media. And guys, that's not political. Oh, shame on you for saying Lester's being political. Hold on. If you're saying that I'm being political, then what you're saying is one political side supports looting, rioting, arson, and destroying small businesses, and the other side does not. Think about what you're saying before you say it. I am pro-USA. All right? I am pro-USA, friends. It's not about... Anyway, what I was trying to say, the whole point of the matter is that I was trying to say that I've never been one to bend the knee to a individual, or in some cases individuals, because they would like me to have a different take on views as what they do. Chuck, I want you to meet Tex. He's over here. I want you to meet Tex. He's over here on this side. Tex could care less. Y'all do see that, right? It is muddy out here, friends. It might be a better vantage point. So what I was trying to say is, as much as you think your screaming and hollering is going to change my ways, you got another thing coming. As a matter of fact, if you've not noticed, people are starting to take back. We're starting to fight back for what is normal, what is decent, what is right. We're letting go of all those ridiculous ideas that you wanted us to entertain for so long. All right, so now Texas got up. He's stretching it out. He's going to stretch his front, stretch his back, make sure he's warmed up. I want you to notice this, friends, because this over here in itself is education. It's educational. And so if you feel like you're inclined, guys, when I zoom in, I get the shakes, okay? I'm just gonna tell you, whenever I zoom in, I got the shakes something bad. So what you'd be better off doing is zooming in on your own phone. It's real easy to do. You take your fingers to your phone and you do this. You hold your screen and do this. And that's how you zoom in. And then when you want to zoom out, you put your fingers to your phone again and you squeeze them this way and it will zoom back the way it's supposed to be. See, I don't have to shut the gate because remember, I don't care if the cows do their stuff up front or out back. It doesn't matter. All of my fencing is fixed. I don't have any fencing down. What I kind of feel sorry for is that no one's going by to say hi to Chuck. I was hoping that at least some of the ladies would run by and say hi. That would be nice because I feel like he's so sad over there. And now I feel like he was at least with Rita and Roman has had a couple of friends. Y'all, I'm such a softie. I am such a softie. Do y'all feel the way I'm feeling right now? At least with Rita and Roman, he had two buddies. And over here, he's walking around by himself like a loner. And I feel so sorry for him. Oh, Chuck. Tex is like, don't come over here. Do not come over here. Oh, Chucky. Chucky Poo. Chucky Poo, come over here and meet Tex. He's just not going to fight you. He's just going to bump your head a little bit. That sounds horrible. All right, I guess I'll put my glasses on for a little bit. I got them in my pocket. And we will wait to see if Chucky Poo comes up this way. Tex is going to go out and meet him. All right, so for the lady who says, can anyone see, sweet lady, zoom your phone in. Zoom your phone in. Don't make me, if I have to zoom in for you, it gets blurry and shaky. But you can zoom your own phone in. So I will drive a little bit closer. I do feel kind of sad for Chuck. Even though we all knew this day was going to happen, there's going to be several days up ahead that we're going to feel sorry for him. The day of the castration is going to be a sad day. Because nobody wants to get their man parts cutting around on. You girls all stay right where y'all are at. You're fine right over there. No need to come over here and antagonize things or egg it on. And then Roman's like, I got the best seat in the house. Roman, hush it up. So what I will do is just kind of mediate and referee to make sure no one gets pushed into the fence. I will do my part to make sure that no one gets pushed into a fence. All right, I don't want to get too close. I want to give these guys some time. All right, so all of the noises and all of the facial expressions, it reminds me of those Asian guys that do those like haikus or whatever they're called. Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about? Help me with the word choice. It's like some kind of a islander thing they will do where they all, like, I think they call it like a haiku or something, where they make the most god-awful facial expressions. And they do all kinds of weird stuff. Heka, heka, haka, something like that. Haka? It's called haka. You guys know what I'm talking about. If not, you can Google it. So look here, friends. If there were girls in heat, if Tex felt some kind of a threat, it would already be on. So all they're going to do is bump heads and clack horns a little bit, and then it will be over. Here we go. If you don't want to watch, then don't watch. No one's making you watch. No one's making you watch anything. No one is holding you down with your eyes pierced open with toothpicks. Someone says, please shut up. Okay, fine, I will. I'll shut up, okay? Y'all are so mean to me. Y'all are so gosh darn mean to me. Why is that so funny? Oh, no. Oh, my Lord. Y'all, don't be so mean to me. Lester, please just shut up. Uh-oh. We don't want him digging under my fence. Now, that could be a problem. I will say that even though we had sort of a DMZ over here, my people know what a DMZ means. We have a double fence. The neighbor's fence sucks. It sucks. And even though I went by and did my fencing, I never went by and fixed the neighbor's fences. Hold on. I got to read this comment. It's like someone's being mean. Kathy says, every time you say something, it's more like a lecture. Well, Kathy, I do believe that you're right. So you must be new to the channel, or you don't realize we have several new followers to the channel. And I'm just trying to reestablish some order. Just trying to reestablish some order. And because what happens is, if you're not careful, your page can get overrun by meanies, by a Mean Girls Club. Yeah, you never see guys on these channels being mean. Never. Never. You've never seen a man on these channels be mean. But you do see a lot of women. Hey, I saw something funny. It was like a real... Don't you try to go in that barn, that red barn. Oh, he wants to go back with Rita and Rome. And he's like, hey, aren't y'all my friends? Help me. I need my friends. Where's friends when you need them around here? Where's my friends when you need them? Where's friends when you need them? Haka haka chuka haka choo haka choo haka haka choo haka choo haka choo. So I saw something funny, and it was really cute, y'all. It's really cute. Let me go make sure it read a room and don't get in no trouble over there. It said every bad thing that happens to a woman always starts with a man. Y'all heard me right. Every bad thing that ever happens to a woman always starts with a man. You ready? Menstruation, menopause, menstrual cycle, gynecologist. Y'all heard me right. I thought that was the funniest and saddest thing ever. Every bad thing that happens to a woman always starts with a man. Menstruation, menstrual cycle, menopause, gynecology. And they had a whole bunch of them, y'all. They went through a whole bunch of them. Guys, I'm so sorry if you were not impressed, but I already told y'all you don't have to worry. Y'all heard me say not to worry, right? Could I get some thumbs up for me now? Could y'all just give me a thumbs up for telling y'all not to worry? Y'all give Reed a thumbs up. Y'all give Roman thumbs up. Okay, what emoji do I want? What would be a good emoji for me? I need an emoji for me. Could an emoji for me? Could y'all put like a? Let me think here of a good emoji for me. How about we do? Could someone think of a good emoji, and it could be for me? I need a special emoji just for me. Fine, I'll take the fire emoji. You can do fire emoji, that's fine. I'll take fire. Fire emoji will work fine, y'all. Fire emoji for Lester. You guys hold on. He just wants to make your acquaintance. He's just saying hi to hello. Oh, Pearl. Pearl, you could be a little bit sweeter than that. Pearl's like, beat it. You ain't a Longhorn. Pearl, you could have been a little bit nicer than that. Jolene's like, you ain't a Longhorn. even though you're handsome, we only hang out with Longhorn men. Pearl, we don't discriminate, baby, when it comes to our friends. We do not discriminate when it comes to our friends, sweetie. We can be friends with everybody. Jolene, that was Jolene, did I say Pearl? Jolene, we do not discriminate against friends, baby girl. Could I get a screenshot of that from our moderator, please? I'm sorry, sir. We do love you, and we will love you more and more every day. Y'all, we will love him more and more every day. I promise you we will. But these Longhorns stick together. Jolene, go love him. Just go be nice to him. Just go be nice to him. You are our wrecking ball. You are the wrecking ball. Oh, do you mind, Jolene? She goes, oh, piss on him. He ain't no Longhorn. Sweetie, he's a friend of ours. He's a beautiful Jersey bull. He's very handsome for a Jersey. And he's tough. He's a tough guy. Jolene, do you mind? I'm trying to make a video here. Tex, you be kind. Remember, save some room for Jesus. Save some room for Jesus. Please. So the Longhorns themselves are not too impressed. But guys, remember, they will eventually come into their own. And it's all going to be fine. Okay? They're mostly upset for having to get up out of their warm beds. That's why they're all upset. They had to get out of their warm beds for nothing. That they got out of their warm beds for nothing. I'm sorry, everybody, for making y'all get up for nothing. I'm going to check my feed buggies because if it looks like from here, my feed buggies are getting low on feed. My feed buggies might be getting low on feed. There's a little bit in there. We're still good over here. What you can do is turn this over here. When you turn this, it'll kind of like move the feet around a little bit and help it fall on down. There. All right, there we go. Okay. Be sweet over there, Jolene. Jolene, he's just trying to show out a little bit because Tex did too. Could I grab a couple of screenshots from the moderators, please? Oh no, the clay got stuck to his horn. The clay is stuck to his horn. He got it off. Don't worry, he got it off. Tex is like, oh my God, what a dweeb. Tex, he's young and he's learning how to be a real bull. Well, that'd be a great picture if I can get an angle for y'all. Not the trash. I don't want the trash pile. We do not want our trash pile in there. Okay. Let me get away from the trash pile. Guys, every farm has a metal pile. That's my metal pile. Get a picture, please. Every farm has a metal pile, y'all. We put our metals together, and at some point, we will have a metal guy come by and pick it all up out of there, whatever he wants. That's how we recycle our metals. Remember how I told y'all there's nothing to see here? It has to happen, but there's really nothing to see here, and you don't have to panic. Aren't y'all kind of laughing now at all those people who left and those people who said, I will not be a part of this, and they took off? They announced their departures. Aren't y'all kind of laughing now at all those people who announced their departures? Only to find out that, dang it, Lester was right. Dang it. I hate when Lester's right all the time. Oh, don't worry. I've been wrong plenty, friends. I have been wrong plenty of times. All right, I will go close that gate now and let our horses back where they belong. There's nothing going to happen here with these bulls. Oh, no. I almost lost you. Me trying to zoom out and I almost lost you. Oh, wait, looky there. Look what the most recent rains have uncovered. Look at that. Is that not a flat waiting to happen? Whew. You know, when you live on a property that someone else lived on, you got to always be careful of stuff like that. I can't tell you how many times I've run across stuff. I've discovered things like that. All right. Friends, I've had you guys for a while. All I'm going to do now is go let Rita and Roman back into their pasture. There's nothing going on with the bulls. And I'm going to put you face down for a moment, please. Just try to remember that it's our ultimate goal to have peace and harmony around here. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary and Longhorn Lester's are both channels where we love our babies and we want them to have the best life possible. And it's not fair to give some a better life at the expense of others. You know that what I'm saying is true. And so all I did in doing this was showing you all that as long as there's no females in heat, our bulls are not going to fight. They're not going to knock down, drag out if there's in fact nothing to fight over. Tex and Waylon don't fight because it's established who is number one. Tex and Chucky are not going to fight because Chucky's not an idiot. He knows this way animals know in nature that he's not going to win. Have y'all ever got your ass kicked and you should have known better? Listen, as a man, I'm going to admit something to you all. There have been times in my life that I'm not proud of. Do y'all not ever notice the scars above my eyes? Y'all see what I'm looking at right there? Do y'all see that? Do y'all not see that scar? Guess what? That was dumb. That was when I was stupid, okay? That was when I was stupid. When I did something that I knew I should not have done. And I think that most of y'all have been in a similar situation at some point here or there where you done something you probably shouldn't have done. You got into something you probably should not got into, and you had to pay the price. All right, I'm gonna leave that open for a minute, bring Rita and Roman back over here. I've already given them grain, so I'm gonna attempt to move them with muffins. Did Rita get to my muffins again? Oh, I forgot to get my muffins out of there. Guys, I forgot to get my muffins out of there. Please don't let her get into my muffins. Do not let Rita have gotten into my muffins. Lordy, 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 Lordy. Whoo-wee, she tried. Thank you, Lord, for a good muffin container. Thank you, Lord, for a good muffin box. Come this way, you two. Hey, y'all want some real muffins? Come on, I'll give you some muffins. Rita, I got muffins, sweetie. They'll come. Look at this. Look how dumb this is. Look. These bulls are running around to each female, and Tex is just making sure that they're all bred, just in case. Tex is going to make sure that each and every one of them are bred, just to make sure. Isn't that the funniest and the dumbest thing ever? He's going to go to each area. Oh, I love them. I love this life. Come on, Rita. Come on, sweetie. She's already had breakfast and lunch, y'all. This girl's eating a lot. Come on, girls and boys. Come on. Come on, Romita. Come on, Romita. Isn't that crazy how Tex can come by and smell them to know if they're bred or not? Isn't that just like ridiculously crazy? Oh, there's some mud out in this pasture. There is some mud out in this pasture. Come on, you two. Come on. I got some snacks over here. I'm going to give you some snacks. Come here. I'm going to put them in your trough so I can go behind you and close the gate and get my waters filled up. Look how much water they drank overnight. Come on, you two. Come on. Here we go. Come on, Roman. Roman, I got snacks. Rita's going to win every darn time. So much for snacks. He wants him some Rita. Rita is his snack. Now, I will be more than happy to answer your questions in a few minutes. Let me get these couple of muffins thrown out here. Rita and Roman, come get a snack muffin. Roman, there's snacks over here, buddy. See, he will follow Rita to the ends of the earth. Every woman needs a man who will follow her to the ends of the earth. Come here, Roman. Come on, bud. Rita, the muffins are over here, sweetie. Come on, Roman. Come get a muffin, buddy. You better hurry, Rita. Roman's going to eat them all. Roman will eat them all. All right. There's 3. Come on, Roman. Here. Here, buddy. Watch your step, big guy. Hurry up, Rita. Roman, careful. Eat like a gentleman, sir. Rita, if you don't hurry, I'm going to be out of muffins. Come on. I'm going to close the gate now, okay? Easy. Rita, if you don't come on, you're going to not get a muffin. Rita, if you don't come on. Okay, friends, just don't worry. I can handle Rita. Roman, stop biting my fingers. Stop biting on my fingers, sir. Roman, move. Okay, fine. No, this is my last muffin. I need it. You got muffins? You have muffins over in your trough. There are muffins in your trough, sir. What I need is this here. We need Rita's. That right now, that's not hot. Oh my gosh, Lester, clean up your mess. Come here, sweetie. Come here, sweet love. Come get your muffin, baby. Come here, sweetie. The Muffin Man got a snack for you, love. Come out of the burn pile, baby girl. Come here. Rita. easy. Whoa. Don't you bite me. I'm going to pop you on a video. People are going to be so mad at me for doing that. Y'all are going to be so mad at me if I have to swat her on a video, ain't you? I'll be mad at myself, but I will do it. I don't like to, but I will. Guys, I'm going to read your comments in a few minutes as soon as I get back in this. Get out of the mud, Roman. Back up. Roman, back up. Back. 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 Not you, Rita. Roman. Turn around. Come on. All right, easy. Here, come here. Come here. Let me take it off. Come here, Rita. I love this girl. Let me have it. All right, now you run. Now you run with the wind. Rita, Rita, I need that. Rita. You guys have muffins over in your trough, but guys, excuse all the mud. Just excuse all the mud. Can't control the rains. All right, no more. That's all. Y'all go. Y'all go. Okay. They're back. Let me go ahead and just kind of give you a showcase. Let me just show you what's going on over here with everything before I leave you. I will put glasses on to answer questions, but we're going to have a really big Q&A tonight. About 8 o'clock, I'll go live on all of the channels, Facebook and YouTube, and you can ask all of your questions. There you go. There's your Chuck and Tex. And there's no fighting. Who's shooting? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear a gunshot? I did too. I'm gonna holler. Hold your fire! We got people over here! We got kids over here! Did y'all hear somebody shoot? And that was not very far away. All the animals turned towards it. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the gunshot? I'm going to take my side-by-side and drive over and see who's shooting, because that was too close for comfort. I don't like that one bit. But no, here's Tex. And so I can see almost the entirety of my property. Now, I can't see what's on the back side of the hill, but I don't think there's anyone on my property. And I really can't control what goes on the neighbor's property, but I just don't hear many gunshots over here. So I don't know where that came from or who would have done that. But by me screaming, hopefully they heard that they're not completely alone. And if they are illegally hunting or whatever, they'll go the other way with it. Anyway, this is what's going on over here. Chuck is officially out with his own kind. As of right now, they're not being very welcoming, but I promise you it will get easier with time. Guys, this is where I'm going to have to ask you to trust me. And I know it's hard if you don't know me. If you don't know me, you're not going to trust me. But if you know me, then you know that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And if you give me a couple of days, I'm going to continue to bring you videos each and every day of Chuck out and about with all of these beautiful calves, all of these wonderful moms, and of course, our herd bull Tex. Just trust me, friends. As hard as it is, because I know how much you love that bull over there. You love you some Chucky, the Chuckmeister. And I do too. And I only want the best for him. What I'll also say is that Chuck has access to 2 feed buggies. There's a smaller one over there. There's a larger one over there. You saw they do have grain in them. There's 3 rolls of dry hay. 1 on the back side of this barn is 2. Over here is 3. We have ryegrass planted across the pasture. I did not go as thick on this pasture as I did on the front pastures, so it may not be as green, but I figured that since we already feed our cows grain and dry hay as a roughage, they only need a minimum of green stuff. But you can see that ryegrass has popped up here and there, so there is stuff to eat and graze on if he chooses to. We also have a shelter. It's a 40 by 60 barn. One more of my talking points tonight is going to be to explain to all the folks who are new to the channel that in Texas, we don't have those closed-in barns. We don't have those here. We don't want those here. We don't need those here because we seldom drop below freezing. But I'll talk about all of that tonight. Sir, are you okay, little buddy? Okay. All right, friends. Well, I want to thank you all for watching and being a part of the video. I've had you for a long time, and for that, I apologize. But there'll be some really neat content coming out today on the actual videos. That is going to be, I think, I forgot, I don't know, but on both channels, Longhorn Lester's and I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. And then I will see you all tonight at 8 as I will sit in front of my laptop and answer all of those questions that have popped up over and over and over. Okay? We love you. We're blessed to have you. And it is official that Chuck is now Uncle Chuck. He is now officially Uncle Chuck. Sorry, but that's his role, Uncle Chuck. And he will, and you'll find out over time, he'll be a great caretaker to all of these youngins, the same way little Gary was. He will learn his role, he'll find his place, and he'll be an amazing addition to our family. We will still, at some point, have to get our appointment at A&M. But guys, you don't just call A&M and say, hey, I'm bringing my bull by. Think about what you're asking. You don't just call the vet school and say, hey, I'm going to bring you a bull over there. I'll be there Wednesday. No, it doesn't work that way. They teach classes. And so what they do is they assign their classes different things. So, for example, their vet school may be working on this during this week. Or their vet school may be focused on alpacas grooming or shearing or whatever this week. Or they may be working on reptiles for the next 2 weeks. So what we have to do is wait until we get an appointment for the bovine. And when we get an appointment for a bovine castration, then we'll take Chuck, we'll put him right back into that same lot or Chuck stop that he was in. We will get him into our trailer. We will drive him over to Texas A&M and drop him off, and he'll come back a new man. Okay? We love you. We're blessed to have you. And I don't mean to lecture, and I certainly don't mean to scold. But I just want to make sure that we don't lose the peace and harmony here at the property or in our comments. We have a beautiful page here, and we've been going on 7 years now with this page and these pages. And we don't want to lose it because we have a new addition that people can't seem to understand. All right? So just know we're doing the best that we can. Thank you to our moderators. It would not be as peaceful a place without you all and your hard work. And I'll let you all leave here with a really neat image of Chuck coming into the barn where he's being welcomed by Pearl. And then he'll walk over to say hi to hello to our Lord Grayson. Tex is going to show him around a little bit and show him where he can hang out, where he can sleep. And as you can see, Chuck does look to be a little bit scared. But guys, we've all been there. We've all been the new kid at the school. We've all been the new employee. We've all been that family who walk into that church for the first day. Right? It's a little bit intimidating. Chuck's been through a lot over these last few days. Look. Are you going to be Uncle Chucky? Are you nice? Or are you mean? Don't call me Uncle Chucky. My name is just Chuck. But they said you're going to be the Uncle Chuck. Scram, kid. Beat it. Prince Willie Joe. Prince Willie Joe, do you mind? While I'm making a video, please. What kind of a ragtag operation do y'all run around here? I gotta find me a Chuck voice. I don't want to do Forrest Gump. I'm really good at Forrest Gump, but I just don't want to do Forrest Gump. Jake already has Forrest Gump for Moo. I want to show y'all one last thing, then I promise I'll let you go. Look how my red cows, who are very observant, notice something going on there in the back. I think they might be looking towards whatever that gunshot was. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my side-by-side and ride over there. If y'all want to go, you can. I'm not making you leave. But I do want to ride my side-by-side over there just to make sure there's no riffraff happening on the other side of the fence, because I got to protect mine, y'all. I got to protect mine too, okay? I got to protect mine, my babies. Let me get my side-by-side. Rita, baby, stop. You're fine. You guys don't have to stay. You don't. You really don't have to stay. But I did hear somebody shoot. I just want to make sure that they know that there's people on this property. There's animals over here. You know what I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and swing this gate open. Oh, golly gee. Lester Eugene Morrow, Jr. It is so muddy. So darn muddy. The beautiful thing about this rain is that it will wash off this hill in a couple of days. But the longer, we need the sun to come out to dry it up. Chuck's like, could I just go back up front with them horses? Could I just go ahead and go back with them horses? He'll be fine in a couple of days, friends, I promise you. He'll be fine in a couple of days. All right. What are you girls looking at? What are you girls looking at over here? There's the horses. So I see the horses over there. All right, so there's nobody on our property. And friends, just FYI, I always have mine too. So don't worry. You're not gonna catch me bringing a box cutter to that kind of a fight. I will not be the guy with a box cutter at that kind of a fight, okay? I don't see anybody though, and I don't know where that came from. Even though all of the cows are starting to gather up over there, it's like, what do they know that I don't? Let me just stop and holler right quick. I'm just gonna stop and holler right quick. Hey, don't be shooting this way. We got kids over here. Now, we don't really have any kids over here besides these babies up here, but they don't know that. But at least they know there's a human voice over here. So if they are over here shooting, target practicing, shooting skeet, or all those other things, they'll at least think twice about shooting this direction, hopefully. Who are y'all looking at? Who are you guys looking at? I don't get it. You're freaking me out. Who are y'all looking at? Just tell me. Did somebody call you Sugar Plum again? Oh, that's what it is. She's upset because that's the guy who called her Sugar Plum a couple of days back. Okay, Sugar Plum. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, Sugar Plum. You're fine. You've proven your point. Oh, boy. What are you looking at, boy? Please. Hey, Wrecking Ball. All right, y'all. You okay? How was it? Not that bad? Wasn't that bad after all, was it? See? You sure do look handsome with your muddy face. You sure are a handsome fella. I think all the girls like you. I love you. I'm sorry you're scared. But you don't have to be, okay? I promise you. You're like, yeah, you say that. Have you seen the horns on that guy? Have you seen the horns on that guy? And now that I think about it, have you seen the horns on them girls? Have you seen the horns on them girls? Yes, I have. They got some horns on them. They do got some horns on them. All right, friends, I really do gotta let y'all go. I've had you on here for so darn long. Thank y'all for watching. We love you, and we're blessed to have you. We'll see you guys later on today, okay? Thank y'all, friends. And guys, there's water for him to drink. He's just belling around. There's fresh water, 2 big old water troughs, 500 gallons of good, fresh, clean water. He'll find it. Thank y'all for watching.